Blair Witch lighting. Oh no! Oh no! I'm so scared right now.
Let me go back up in the chat. VR for PS4. When do you think the best time to launch? And most importantly, how do you advertise that to the public? That's a good question. So, I'm sure you know, we're pretty pro VR right now. Like, we're on board with the tech. I think the best time to launch is going to be not now. Like, we want it now. But I think for sales figures, the best time for them to probably launch is probably going to be next holiday season. I think that next holiday, holiday 2016.
I think we're 13 months away.
Yeah, I think holiday 2016, you're going to see a huge trifecta of VR with Oculus Rift. You're going to see PlayStation VR, and I think you're going to see a commercial release for HoloLens.
Right.
And I think they're all going to come at the same time, and I think it's going to be a huge fucking thing.
And I don't think gaming is going to be where it makes its biggest strides to start off. I think that gaming is going to take a backseat. I think HoloLens is actually going to prove to us that this is more than gaming. It's better than gaming to start off with. It's going to have better applications that are non-gaming related, and gaming is going to take a while to catch up. So I think, I predict it now that we're at least 2 years away from seeing any real gaming development. Because everybody's like, oh, just give me Call of Duty in virtual reality. It's not going to be that for a while.
Because you know what? The gaming community is so... and I'm not trying to talk shit to anybody in the chat or anybody that plays games, but...
This is more of a self-aware, because we are the gaming community.
Us as gamers are very stuck in our ways. So to make a gigantic change to a platform-based way of doing our hobby is not going to come instantly. It's going to be a very gradual thing. It's going to be like Kinect, but Kinect never really caught on mainstream. So, excuse me, if they're going to catch on, if VR is going to catch on in a gaming standpoint, it's going to have to be a gradual thing. I think you're going to see VR come as application sense, learning and virtual travel, jogging through Paris or exploring Mars, stuff like that. You're going to see a lot of really advanced and intricate applications before you see gaming happen. Of course, I'm talking in the terms of Oculus Rift and HoloLens there. When we go to PlayStation VR, that's probably going to be purely gameplay. And I'm nervous about that in the sense that PlayStation Move was a flop. That never took off. PlayStation Eye never took off. The PlayStation Camera for PlayStation 4 never took off. So their first-party peripherals have never been successful. So I'm kind of nervous that PlayStation VR might fall by that wayside. But it is such a extravagant idea and jump in technology that it might just work. But the 90s also want to say hi with Nintendo Boy or Virtual Boy.
Virtual Boy, yeah. We'll play some virtual tennis later.
Which was, looking back, well ahead of its time. But it ended up sucking some serious dick. It was awful. So, those are my thoughts on the VR. What do you think?
My biggest thoughts with the VR right now is that there's a lot of secrets going around. Everybody's trying to develop their own platform currently. And because of that, when these three things release, all three of them are going to be very different. So we're not going to have one that comes out and is just all geared towards gaming, and another one that's like, oh, this one is just 100% about apps and stuff. We've already seen their demos where it seems like the Sony virtual reality is trying to gear towards gaming, while Microsoft's leaning more towards in-home applications and ways that you can use it for that. So while I'm saying that I think we're a year away from seeing this, and I think we're 2 years away from getting it for gaming, I think we're probably 3 years away, at least, of these starting to sync up and see any kind of continuity between the three where they can actually play games and share maybe a AAA title together. So where everybody's like, oh, I'd love to see Call of Duty on this. And it's like, well, I'm sure you would, but that's so far away that it may not even exist. Because if we go 3 or if we go 4 years out, that's a long time for technology to try and make a push. Technology either bites and stays, or it falls by the wayside. Nothing keeps feasting for 3 or 4 years and then doesn't, quite make it.
Agreed.